Hi, it's Julie. Welcome to my channel. I am Scrappin' Happy. So I have final flip through of my June Cheaply Chic collection. It's called Rooted in Hope, and I am going to use this for my backyard. We've been in this summer. Actually, next month will be 10 years we've been in this house, and I don't think we did it the first year because we moved in July, and we had all kinds of other stuff going on. But starting the next year, and every year up until about 2 years ago, I would do some major, very amateurish, but major flower planting and, lovely yard things every year because I sit out a lot. Yes, it's hot. I'm in Texas. It's broiling here, but on both patios we have ceiling fans and we have a dog, so I sit out with her a lot and I like it to be pretty. So last year and the year before I had some issues. I wasn't able to do anything, and this year it's better. I mean, it's still, I'm not going to be able to go crazy, and I definitely can't spend a ton of money, but I can get a few hanging baskets and I can get a couple of ferns and I can, make it look prettier. So I'm going to use this for that. And if you don't know, I'll mention just in case you don't know. This is Cheaply Chic's monthly collection. It comes, the journal is done when you get it. The cover's gorgeous and it's got fabric and doilies and really pretty papers, and all the pages are in. And then you get a kit to go with it, and you decorate it. Of course, you can add other things besides that, or just that, or not all of that. I've used almost everything this time. I have a couple of pieces of napkin left, and looks like one book page is all I have left. And I used half of and it comes with like a big old pack of fibers. I used half for a tassel, and then I kept the other half aside that I'm going to use in some of the tags and stuff. But I thought it was fun, and I put some little, I know you can't read this, but it says, and the reason I added it was, this is a Rooted in Hope journal is the title. So it's love, dream, hope, trust. Love, dream, hope, trust. Love, dream, hope, trust. I thought it was more. Sorry, I thought I had more things on there. Anyway, I thought that was kind of appropriate for right now. I'm kind of freaked out with all the stuff that's going on in the world. And so I just, the Rooted in Hope theme really spoke to me. And then, of course, all the stuff she adds. But it just kind of is peaceful for me. This is going to hopefully help me be peaceful. Anyway, this is a little bird cage, looks like, with a bird. And then I added buttons, a key, and here's looks like a potted plant. And then it comes with the seam binding to keep it closed. So because I am a little OCD, just a little, I have sketched out my backyard on vellum. And the reason it was on vellum was because originally I had done it on paper. I just kind of drew the yard and, shaded and marked, this is shade all the time. This is full sun all the time. This is a tree. This is, whatever. And then I would lay this over it and see what to put where. So, and these are old. I don't think I dated them, but these are many years gone by. But I thought it was interesting, and I thought I'd keep it because there's some good ideas in here, and I may want to recreate all of this again, maybe next year. 'Cause I'm going to feel better next year, by golly. Anyway, so I just thought that was amusing. So, okay. This is cut up from the letter she sends every month, which is always sometimes it's really hard to cut up. Sometimes there's been a time or two I couldn't cut it up because the letter was so directed at me, I just couldn't cut it up. This one was very special, but I was able to cut it up because I needed this right here. Isn't that pretty? And then this came, it's a little, spike for your plants. And this little sticker came separate. I just added it here. I don't know if I'll actually put it in anything. I may just leave it in the book because it's so cute. And then she adds a bunch of tags, a whole bunch of ephemera, I'll show you all these things, but right now I haven't filled out any of the tags or written anything because I'm just started working on my yard this weekend, or thinking about what I was going to do to my yard. So there's nothing to write yet. This is an envelope that came, which originally I was going to put like receipts from when I go buy plants and things, and I may still, but I wanted to keep these older diagrams too. And this is a little tuck. And I love this. This glassine bag is perfect size for this offcut that she makes into a tag. This is from the cover. And that'll be great. Lots of writing space on that. And I lied. I have started working. These are the things right now I know I want. A couple of ferns, 3 hanging baskets. I'm going to cut down the rose bush in the front, which breaks my heart. But it needs to go. And then revamp that whole area. And then just kind of, I'm not going to do much to the front, but because I sit out in the back all the time, every day. So that's where I want to spend more of my dollars. This is a flashcard and just some little pieces of fabric. And then these, let's see. I went ahead and did this as a fold out. I mean, I can always cover it with paper if I need to write. So there's a little a pocket. It was a little too long. So instead of cutting it, I flipped it up, made a pocket. But these are ideas, so I didn't want to cover them up yet. And then I love these little claim checks. And I covered this one with just a paper bag. And then these are little, like plant, you could write the name. Like this would be good in herbs especially, or, yeah, I guess that's right. Because I'll get like peppermint and, I don't know. Oh, now I'm drawing a blank. Lavender, several different things. So these would be really cute to write on it and just stick it in there. And I think 4 came in the kit. So that was good. And then this is just little bitty not offcuts, but leftover shapes. Like here's the mason jar, and then some little labels and a little bitty price tag that I'll go back in, I'm sure, somewhere and use them, just because no other reason than they're so cute. And then we get 2 tags in each kit. One is stamped on. I am going to go in and color this. She's too adorable, but I just haven't done that yet. Okay, and then here's another one of those. And I love this little bitty glassine bag. It's just the cutest thing I've ever seen. So here's another one of those plant tags. A couple of things in here to write on. A coin envelope that I just made into a pocket. Some tickets, and then the alteration thing with the carbon on it. I'll put that back later. And then, here's another one of those little bitty bags. And I just put tickets in that. And this is one I can cover over also if I need to for writing. But there's tons blank, so I really don't think I'm going to have to. But, and then this was a glassine bag and one of the napkins, or a portion of one of the napkins. And then in here, just one of the pages. It's an old, oh, can't remember now. It's on the other, the title's on the other side. But anyway, it's like a writing, rules of writing and stuff. Anyway, and I put paper on one side to write on. And then I'm pretty sure, yeah, pocket behind the bag as well. And just a piece of packaging. I'm gonna put writing lines on the back. And this, isn't that cute? I was gonna show you one of those, but I don't have, hold on. See if I can find a really quick piece of paper. What size is this? Well, I don't know. I learned something cute the other day, and I wanted to show you. And I was going to have everything ready, and of course I don't. This will work. I think if it's a square, it will. Yep. Okay, so I don't know if you can even see it very well, but this little pocket here, if it was either single-sided or double-sided but different, you could tell a whole lot better. But it is adorable. So all you do is just as simple as it can be. And believe me, if I can do it, anybody can do it. So you fold it in half. Hold on. Into a triangle. Okay. Then you bring your, still not good where you can see me. Here we go. Bring your top just down the point to the very bottom. Okay. Now this you bring over at an angle so that it lines up across here. You just kind of, all right, and both sides. Oh, I didn't fold it exactly straight, so it's going to have a little bit of a, all right. Oh, look how cute that is. So simple. Now, just imagine how cute it would be if it was coordinating, you know. Isn't that cute? So you glue these down just across here. And then just put a little piece of glue, a little bit of glue there. And you'll still have a little tuck here if you want it, and a little tuck here if you want it. And then you'll have a pocket here. And the way I put it in was also to have a pocket behind. And this is just made out of one of the book pages, or I guess dictionary page that came with the kit. But isn't that cute? Let me show you real quick again. Pull it in half like a triangle. Then you fold it down to the bottom, to the edge. Okay. Now you take this, just right where it, you know, just kind of hold your fingernail there as a guide, and then you bring it over and line it up across here. All right. Same thing here. I guess you could, if you wanted to, you could glue it that way and have your little coordinating sticking out the bottom. But either way, so then you just glue it down. And I'm thinking it's crooked a little bit, but I did it in a hurry, so I think it is absolutely a little bit crooked. But that's all right. Anyway, just wanted to show you that. It's really cute. I'm trying to think of who showed me that. I think it was, oh goodness, it was either Barbara at 49 Dragonflies or Natasha from Treasure Books. I will find the video and link it. But I watch stuff all the time, and I love both of them, so it could be either one of them. But I think, oh, what a great idea! I'm going to try that. But this one is actually so simple that I really didn't think I could fail, and I didn't. So there's a lot of times I think, oh, that's easy, and then it's not. Anyway, this I fixed where I could flip it out and actually use this. It's a cute idea. What they're doing is showing us, this is well, it didn't start out that way, but it was a bucket, like a metal bucket. And they show how to distress it or age it or rust it or whatever. And then how to use it as a planter and types of things to put in it, which I can go for information on easy, pretty things like that. So, and then this also I did as a fold out so I could alternative planting ideas, because I do a lot of container gardening because I can't get up and down on the ground. I mean, I can get down there, but can't nobody get me up. But anyway, so I do a lot of container gardening, so I just thought this would be, and then look how pretty that is. And it tells you how to plant certain things in it so that it looks that pretty. So I need stuff like that. So, and that came in the kit, which is funny because it was actually something I would actually use. So yay. This was wallpaper that came in the kit. A doily, and then another little claim check. And I don't know if you can tell behind my doily, it's blue. I have some of this cellophane. I think it's not quite 8 inches, so 7 3/4 by 7 3/4 inch squares, and they come in this color blue, a lighter blue, yellow, clear, pink, purple, red, and green. I mean, a multitude. There's a whole pack of them. And I got them on Amazon. Lynnette had done a video showing how she was using these, and of course I went immediately to Amazon and got me some because they're so cool. But anyway, so I just put that behind my doily, and you can, I don't know if you can very well, but you can see the blue behind. Just thought it would, you know, give it a little something different to look at. Here's another one of those things, but it kind of looks like a giant candle or something in the mason jar. And here's one of those, my favorite little Tim Holtz slot tag holder thingy. I was gonna be sure and fix this where it was all staggered where we could see them all, but I didn't. Anyway, no big deal. And then here is an envelope. Did come in the kit. I love the color of it. And I just put a tag on the outside, but there's also some jelly paper on the inside. This came, it's the CD cover, CD envelope, and part of the envelope, not envelope, you know, napkin. And then I glued in some sequins and flat backs and stuff. So it looks like a little happy spring thing. This is the tissue paper that the journal was wrapped in when it came. And I just put it on paper, just regular copy paper, for another place to write things. And then made this into a pocket. Oh, it's a bag. that was in, and then another bag that had things in it. I just glued it onto the green bag that was in the book. So, got lots of bags for, I guess, receipts or, these things, like when you buy a plant, it has one of these down in it. No, not one of these, but a thing like this down in it. It tells you, full sun and how to water and all that kind of stuff. So I usually collect those, but then they're a mess. They're in a big pile in a box. So I thought I would try to, do something a little neater with them this year. Maybe glue them in here, or I could glue them to tags, or, something. We'll see. And then this is, there's always 2 6x6 coordinating pages in here. And, well, I think that's gorgeous. I think it's too much the blue, so I just flipped it over. Plus, this is actually able to write on that. So I just put it in that way. Library pocket, library card, little playing card, and my last thing, whatever. I lost my mind. And then I put 2 of these on a string, and I added a little bead between so they wouldn't, get stuck to each other. And then just this, sweet. And then this time card comes in the kit. Made a pocket out of, so it's an envelope, and then behind it is a tuck. So, alright, that is it. And I'm going to start this evening, probably, sit out in the backyard and re-sketch some stuff, and maybe see what's on sale wherever it is on sale, and maybe tomorrow, the next day, go get me some stuff and get started. My daughter was home for a few days, and she and her friend painted my swing out back. And I mean, it was, gosh, we've had that thing for 20 years, and it's a big old heavy duty wooden swing, and it's still in perfect shape. It will live forever. But it's been painted, and so the paint was chipping off. So they painted it for me, and it's gorgeous. I will add pictures here of that. Gorgeous. It's a coral color now, and then the frame is green, so it's kind of like this big giant flower out there. But I'm just kind of got a little motivation, maybe, to get my yard looking pretty, which is great. I see a lot of people through this quarantine have been cleaning out closets and doing yard work and doing all this stuff that they don't have time to do because they've been, working outside the home, blah, blah, blah. Well, I don't work outside the home. So this quarantine, nothing's changed for me. I'm just the same old slug I always am. So I did finally get motivated, and about time, right? So anyway, that's what this is for. Thank you, Lynnette. And I hope if you haven't ever gotten one of her books, that you give it a try, maybe next month. And they're just awesome. They make me happy. They just make me happy. All right. Well, y'all have a good day, and I will talk to you soon.